Hello everyone, I'm back to record what will probably be my final jaw video. I'm so sorry that it's taken me this long to get back to you, but after I had my surgery it got better and stuff, and then I went to Australia for ages, and then I got home and I immediately moved house, so you know, there is a real excuse even though it's been like 6 months since the surgery. So what's happened apart from me going a bit brunette? Basically, I had my brace off and all the swelling has gone down. I am still a bit numb, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not the end of the world. I'm still kind of slightly numb around here. I can feel my finger touching my skin, but I can't actually, it feels tingly rather than normal. And that's not the same on this part of my lip, and also some of my gums, which I don't know if it's going to get better, but if it doesn't get better then I'm not really bothered because it doesn't feel that bad at all, and I never notice it. So I only really notice it when I actually physically touch my face. It's not like when I'm eating it, it makes a difference. So yeah, the whole muscle seizing thing around my jaw, that disappeared within about a month. I just kept on trying to eat normally and it just went. I mean, I tried really hard to, I was getting a bit worried because I thought it's taking really long, because it was 3 weeks and it really didn't change hardly at all. So I rang up the nurse at the ward where I stayed after my operation, and she told me that you can do exercises, you can put little kind of, you can basically just try and stretch your jaw with your fingers if you want, but that it'll eventually work itself out, and it did, so it's fine. Then after all that, and I had an appointment about a month after the operation, or maybe a bit more than that, they told me that I'd be able to get my brace off in a month's time. So I was amazed. It was honestly so much sooner than I thought it would be. I can't quite remember the date that I got it off now, but it must have been about like early December, so that's 2 months after my operation. And it was such an amazing thing having it off. It was like, it's like having piano keys again, just nice, soft, yeah, smooth teeth. What else? Yeah, so that's it now. When they did take it off, there were little bits of concrete stuff stuck to the teeth, and I have to say, I'm not one who finds things particularly painful, but when they drilled the rest of the concrete off with their horrible squeaky like thing, it was one of the least favourite moments of my entire life, and I did cry silently because it's just horrible. I don't even mind dentists, obviously, but hey, it was pretty nasty. Other things you asked. Did the photo before look like the image afterwards? Well, sort of. I could tell, I mean, it's straight at the front, like they said it would be, but it was like a jigsaw, you know. They were trying to put together, they basically just took a profile picture of my face and chopped it up and rearranged it, and it's never going to look completely how it does now. I mean, I think I look really different now to how I used to, but no one else does, so that's always comforting, although a bit annoying because I feel like they should recognise what I've been through. I've still got the big nail up here sticking out, but that'll dissolve obviously in about 1.5 years time. I've got these 2 very big dips here still. they're not changing at all. It definitely hurt getting the drains out. That was the second least favourite moment of my entire life. I don't even want to describe it, just brace yourself, it's fine. And the overall pain in the operation wasn't that great because you're so dosed up on painkillers. I actually had tonsillitis last week and that was so much more painful. Yeah, that was horrible because you never have any problem, you never have any kind of wounds that you can feel and the whole thing where your bone is healing, people say that it's one of the most painful things, but it's really not. You can't feel it at all. I barely noticed any pain. It was only when all the numbness started wearing off and I stopped taking painkillers that it started to really hurt. So I was still on Calpol for quite a long time afterwards. Because they give you dissolvable paracetamol, but it's so disgusting, it made me retch, so I started using liquid Calpol and just injecting it into my mouth with one of those little thingies, syringes. It was amazing. I got to have 8 syringes of Calpol a day. I recommend that for sure. Yeah, I think that's about it really. If there's any more questions, do feel free to ask, but this is the finished product. Right here. I hope that everyone else's operations goes really well. It's definitely worth it, and it's definitely worth it in the long run, because people always ask, like, well, why did you have it done? Because personally it wasn't impeding my ability to eat or anything that much. So, but it's definitely worth it in the long run. And yeah, have a successful operation.